This, my friends, is Game Dev Tycoon. Why it's not Game Developer Tycoon, I don't know. Maybe they just shortened it for the hell of it.
Try fitting developer on that controller.
That's a good point. They may have just filled in the space for the graphic. Excellent idea. Joining me, and me joining them, we have Ego.
It's me!
And Gecko.
Hi there.
So, guys, we are here to play in a competitive version of Game Dev Tycoon. And by competitive, this is a single-player game. So all we're really competing against is bragging rights. So the idea
In
is...
that case, then I win.
Well, if you can prove it in a video that you have a better end result after 30 years, then you win. Simple as that. What are we going to go off as the winning conditions?
The conditions?
Yes, have you got your company details up on the screen right now?
Yes.
If you click on the little cog next to it, there's a game length pops up.
Yeah, found that.
And it's 25, 30 or 35 years. And that, at that point, the game calculates your high score.
I've never reached that point, so that's why I don't know.
Well, then that's just not going to work, is it? But that high score after 30 years could be, and I say could be because we could go for something else instead, that high score could be the deciding factor as to who wins.
We could do that, or we could do share money.
How much money you've got at the end of it? At
Everyone
the end of 30 years? Money, money,
How
money.
many fans you've got?
How many fans? Yeah. How about we have like marks out of 5? So there are 5 winning categories or something. So high score, money, most profitable game, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that sounds good.
Okay. So let's define them before we get started. I've already put my company name as Nemson's Juice. That's my company details entered. And I would put forward high score as being one of the winning conditions. Most money in the bank when the 30 years ticks over. What are the tech? What's the tech tree? There's something at the end of the tech tree that you can try and get to in 30 years. Is it AAA games or something like that, or does it go on further?
Do AAA games and MMOs, can't you?
So, yeah, okay. So, if you get both of those up and running before the end of the 30 years, and who's got the most success in that, we could also have the most profitable game in the history of our 30 years. And there's 4 things, and there's 3 of us. So one of them will be a deciding factor.
Yeah.
Even
That
if,
sounds good.
yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so that is recorded in episode 1 for posterity, so I could look back and figure out what I said. Because I'll probably not remember after 30 years. What was it that we were going to win there? Yeah. Right. So, what we're going to do this as is we're going to play through, let's say, a year or 2 to start off with. On our own, and then every few years we're going to come back together into a Skype call and start a new episode for another couple of years and discuss what we've got up to and what our best games are and let each other know how the competition's going, as if we're having some sort of school reunion where we get to brag to each other about how good our games company's doing. Or Gecko can come to us and tell us how many times he's gone bankrupt in the last year.
That's already happened a few times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Within about half an hour of your live stream, the ones.
Yeah.
Right, one more thing, guys, before we split off to do our own thing. Can we just press escape? And
Escape.
click on achievements.
Achievements.
And just have a quick scroll down through the achievements you've currently got.
I've only got the supporter achievement.
I've got none because I was clever and deleted all the data.
I deleted all my data.
Okay, so it looks like I've got the most experience in the game right now.
You cheater, you've been playing!
Right, well, so we've all had a bit of practice.
Except Gecko, because he failed.
You did a whole live stream, so you've had a bit of practice.
I had Ego tell me how to play.
Well, so you've had practice. You should learn. Yeah.
I played for Ego. I didn't learn a thing.
And I've had a bit of a play. I've managed to get a 500k engine and hire someone famous and stuff like that. Nothing major. I haven't had a 1 million engine or a gold selling 500,000 copies of a game or anything like that. I've had nothing special happen in my short playthrough just to mess about. I think I got through about 11 years or so. How many years did you do, Gecko?
What was it in the end, Ego? I can't remember. It was like 2 weeks ago I played.
Probably.
I got to the second building, so...
Like
Yeah,
15,
I think it's about
20
year
years.
16, something like that, Gex.
Yeah.
Probably. I'll check in a minute or later.
And Ego, how far have you got through?
You're year 45
Year 45, yes.
and about 900 million in the bank.
So, me and Gecko don't really stand a chance. But, as it's going to be...
It's a different playthrough, you know,
Yeah.
different things.
And it's a 30-year time limit. It may be that
Yeah.
we have different results in the 30 years.
I do
did
have to
20
admit,
years.
I did make 90% of the money after the 30 years, so...
Yeah, okay. With all the cool
I-
game engines and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough of us chatting amongst ourselves with our viewers just watching the company details screen.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
We should probably get on and get started on the first, what should we say, first year, because we've been talking so
Yeah.
much. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we'll get back together after the first year. As close as
Yep.
you can get to a full year completed. Yeah?
Yep.
Alright,
Okay.
catch you in a bit, guys. So here we are, guys. Starting out with weeks to spare. The first few weeks already ticking by. We can pause the weeks by just starting this little menu here. And we can also have a good look around to see what we can do and check things out. So we're not on a time limit rush, but we've still got to try and keep within this first year and try and get a little bit better than Ego. I'm not so worried about Gecko, because Gecko hasn't really had much success in the game, but Ego's gone all the way to level the 30th year. Now, my strategy for this, I'm thinking that I'm going to stick to a very simple format to start off with. So, I like role-play adventure games. So, dragons, Dungeons and Dragons, and games with myth and magic in it. So we're going to go with, well, we've only really got a choice of 4 to start off with. So we're going to start off with medieval. And we're going to try and pick a genre that goes with medieval. Adventure, like an adventure map. So that would be more like a dungeon, wouldn't it? So we'll go dungeon. So this is Dungeon 1, a medieval adventure. Or actually, I'm changing my mind already. Let's have this as Knights. Knights of Myth. I don't know. There we go. Knights of Myth. A medieval adventure. And we've only got 2 platforms to choose from at this stage in the game. The only thing is that the market share is different. So the market share for the G64, i.e. the Commodore 64, is better than the PC. But the PC, as we know, stands the test of time and goes through a long period of time, whereas the G64 gets lost at some point. Another thing to factor in is we've got 70k at the minute, 70,000, and that's going to cost us 20,000 to make a game in that. So I want a quick start with less expense. Because let's face it, we're just working out of our garage at the minute. So I'm going to go PC, which only costs us 10. And that's our first game. So we just click on next. Now, another cost factor here is whether we use graphics or text. Now, right at this stage, I think I'm going to go a text-based, because the option's there for a reason. and we're going to start developing. Now, these little development stages that come up as they go show us a lot of the details of how the game's going to look. Now, I reckon an adventure game is mostly going to be all about the stories and quests. And as this is no graphics, engine and gameplay, I'm not so sure. Let's reduce the engine right down. Let's not worry about that too much. Let's just have good gameplay and good story quests. Let's maybe go a bit more story quests than gameplay. And so we're keeping a flow, and it's more how much time I, as the creator, is going to spend on the game. So now these little points come up at the top. So we've currently got 4 points in design and 1 point in technology, and these directly attribute to how many points you get. So we want to try and increase these points with every game we make. And I think the idea of the game is you're a bit more competing against yourself. So what do we want with the adventure? We want good dialogues, I should think. Yeah, we'll go with good dialogues. Not bothered about the AI because it's just an adventure game. And yeah, we'll stick with the level design being in the middle again. So we'll just do the opposite of what we did last time. I think that's time allocation looks okay. So we're going to concentrate on the dialogues of the adventure and a good bit of level design, but we're not going to worry about artificial intelligence. It's a text-based game. There's no artificial intelligence. So there we go. It keeps building up. And we also pick up bugs along the way, and we also pick up research points along the way. So we've got text-based with basic sounds. I think I'm going to remove basic sounds just to save that 5k because I'm already down to 52. So it's already costed me 18 this one. So now let's see. We're not doing any sounds, so I'll get rid of that. Graphics, it's a text-based graphical game, so we're going to get rid of the graphics and we're going to pump everything into world design, which means our design score will probably go up a lot more than our technology score because these will both be technology, whereas world design. So let's crack on with this, and this should be Knights of Myth are there. We're into month 3. Got to keep track of that. Now it's finished. I've made the game, but I've just got to get rid of these bugs. And every bug that I get rid of, and also occasionally a bubble goes to another site. So what we've got here is 11 and 8. We've got 19 total. So the next game needs to beat 19. We should have new topic, new combo, great combo, awesome. We get a load of experience towards our levels, which make the games better each time as well. And I'm thinking that we're going to play it safe with the next few games as well, but we might start with the graphics coming into things. So the first review of our new release games. My first game, Knights of Myth, came in, and what do they think of it? Come on. Meh. Well, what can they expect? It's a text-based game. As the way I understand this game working is you're not competing against anything in particular. You're more competing against your past success. So starting out with a meh, not great, with 19 in the project means that we just have to get to 20 in the project next time, just to do a little bit better, which means our reviews will be a bit better. So what's the news here? Nemson's Juice, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Knights of Myth. The game has a moderate response from reviewers. We are curious that Nemson's Juice will deliver in the future. Okay, so it's like that, is it? Now the sales start coming in, and while the sales are coming in, we need to do something. So I've paused the game by bringing up this menu. We've still got a good few months left, so let's research another topic. And I know I want fantasy, because my next game is going to be a fantasy RPG. Custom game image, no. Start researching. Not bad from working out of my garage. I've got 12 research points, and a new topic costs 10. But I'm not going to go down the route of getting lots of research done while I'm still in the basement. I think I'm going to stick to just a few great combo games and just keep developing those. So this one, I will change the game name in a second. This one's going to be a fantasy RPG for the PC. And we're going to call this one Dragons. Dragons. So we've got Dragons 1. And this is going to have graphics. We're going to go with a bit more money being spent. Now we've got an income coming in from Knights of Myth, should I say. We can start spending a bit more money on our games. And it also increases the chance that it's going to be a better game than before. Now, with the Knights game, we set all these, and I would say that we've set them probably right for the fantasy RPG as well, which is going to save a bit of time messing with the sliders. We're going to see if we can just flow through with pretty much the same type of game, but using a different theme and topic combo each time. Switching between Knights and Dragons, just to see how we get on with that. So here we've got Artificial Intelligence. Again, there's no need right now. I might increase it a little bit in the future when we're doing that sort of thing, but for now, it's an RPG, so plenty of dialogue, and level design are important. So, carry on. So, our research points are also going up a lot. Now, I want to get to new game engine style as soon as I can as well. I think with the graphics now, we go basic sounds, and we also get that graphics slider up, so we've got the same sort of ideal. Whether I go graphics or world design, though. I think at this stage, it's all about the world being a very cool place to exist in. The graphics will come in when we've got better graphics capabilities on the computers that we're working on. Game off the market, generating 43,624 sales. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Not bad for first game. And we need to beat 19 up here, so we're up to... Well, we've already beat 19. We're on 23 there. 24. 24. That's not bad at all. That's good for a second game. So... This... beating the PCs, yep. Experts say that dispel the end of competing hardware manufacturers. Maybe. Right, let's finish this game. We've got a few months left. We've got the new records, we've got the new combo, we've got a great combo again, which is good, and we get our levels up a bit. Now, we really need to get another game going very quickly. No research this time. We're just going to get straight in. Our cash has gone down to 35k. We really need a good build up here. So develop a new game, and we're going to pick the topic. We're going to go back to medieval and adventure, and we're going to call this one Night 2. Second Night. We're going to call this Second Night. And we're going to do it again on the PC, and we're going to get that started. Now, we've got to be careful of our things here, but we're going to upgrade the graphics on this one. So that's going to take us right down on the money. So let's hope that Dragon starts bringing us money in very quickly, because I don't want to go bankrupt in the first year. Okay, come on then. Review, review, review. 6, there we go. It started to increase because it's better than the last one. By 5 points in the development, the design and the technology. Basically, you're competing against your last game. So we're competing against the total score of 24 for our last game. And I don't know whether Ego and Gecko know this little bit of fact. They may or may not have read up on it. I don't know yet. We're going to keep the engine, gameplay and story quests the same, because we're going to slowly increase things to make them better than the game before. But in this particular case... Ooh, 35 fans. Awesome. Cash back up to 47. That's good. Dragon sales is going well. Impressed by your talent. I'm contacting you. A contracting business would like to use your skills like yours. If you're ever short of cash, just let me know, and we'll do some work for you. I'm not into doing contract work. I'm working for myself and earning as much money as I can. Dialogues, level design, artificial intelligence. I'm tempted to start raising the artificial intelligence up. Tempted. I need to increase something this. Let's go a little bit more with level design and a little bit with artificial intelligence, just to give it a little bit more of something to try and get technology and design above 24 total this time around, because we do need it to be more. Sales record, awesome. 10k sales. Oh, we're back up over the 70, so now we can feel a little bit more confident and comfortable. Even with this sound right down to 0, we're still actually do something with the sounds. It's not like we're never doing anything with the sound. But I think I'm going to put a little bit more time into graphics this way around. Eventually we'll get a nice balance, and so long as this starts working, we'll be able to churn out the games that are making profit regularly. What are we on there? 21. I need some more. It's not as good as the last one. I need some more. That's 22. That's going to be your worse game than before. Okay, so we've got this coming out. Nintendo coming out. 22. Come on, have you got any more for me? Yes. Yes. Come on, that's 24. Just one more. Just one more. That's all I need. I've got 10 months. I just need one more. Come on. Anything. Anything. No? Oh, I've got 2 months to make sales on it. Okay, so we've got a new record in the technology department, and I've leveled up, which is good because the next game now will have level 2 stories and level 2 dialogues. At least I think that's how it's going to work. And next game I'll also level up. So now we're getting to the point where we're going to be slightly better every game, regardless of what we do. Dragons has been taken off the market. I'm up to nearly 100k as well. That's pretty cool. I think we're in a good chance here. We're in a good spot. First review of Second Night came out. Let's see. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Good game. Yes. 7s. 7. Oh, well, it's okay because it means that the next game can be that little bit better. That's pretty cool. That's not bad at all. So let's see if we can get some money in. We should really start another game. We're on month 11, which means that we've got to get back into the call with the guys at the end of the year. So we're probably best doing just a little bit of research. Ready? Let's get new topic. I don't really want to do any of those, but if I don't do anything, then I might not unlock other research options later. So let's research Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk is another one that I like. So I'm going to research a bit of Cyberpunk. Yeah. And we'll see when we get to the point where I need to pause the game out. Come on. Come on, Second Night. Make me some money. Oh, I'm loving it. And we've just researched Cyberpunk. So, and now we're at the end of the year. Yes. Month 12, week 1. Okay, so let's see what we can get started in this final few weeks. Right, so we're due a Cyberpunk game, I think, now. Let's go Cyberpunk. Genre. It's got to be a Cyberpunk RPG, I should think. What do we reckon? Cyberpunk RPG. Sound about right? Yeah, I suppose it does, doesn't it? Let's go Cyberpunk RPG for the PC. Because we can. And we will call this Johnny. Johnny 5. No, we're not doing Johnny 5. Which, yeah. Joe Higgs. Cyberpunk. There we go. Joe Higgs is going to be Cyberpunk RPG on the PC, and we've got 3 weeks to develop it. It's going to only be 2D graphics, but it could be worse. So, come on, get the juices flowing, yeah? We're going to keep with the same thing again. But rely on the fact that we are slightly better because we leveled up slightly. Okay, yeah, we'll stick with that. Sales for Second Night's going down. So, we're at 15 at the minute. Right, we're on year 2. So there's not a lot we can do now. That's it. So we need to call the guys and have a bit of a chat about where we're at to end the episode. So, what should I lie to them? Should I tell them exact details? Let's gauge. Let's see if we can find out how well they did, and we will let you know. Okay, catch you in a second. Okay, so we're back. Yes?
We are back. Conference call number 1.
Right. Well, we've just had our first year in business. Who wants to start with the bragging? Who wants to get it over
I'll
and done
start.
with then? Go on then, Gecko.
I'll start.
How
I
you
didn't
doing?
go bankrupt.
Yay! Gecko didn't go bankrupt year one. I thought I was going to. That's how bad it got to me. While I was developing my second game, I was spending all my money faster than the first game could produce it back into my bank account.
Wow.
But I have ended the first year on 173k.
217k.
Wow! I'm behind.
303k.
Oh my
Whoa.
word! Oh boys, you're not lying to me, are you?
No, serious. How many fans have you got, Gecko?
352.
Oh, 342, mate.
236.
But no one ever suggested fans for the scoring, so it doesn't even.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah, so don't worry about that. What about the most profit on a game? What's your current standings? I've got one. My first game did 9.6k. My second game.
Did how much?
My first game was a profit of 9.6.
K.
What? That's...
Yeah.
Oh, profit. Yeah, that's still
Profit.
tiny.
My profit on my first game was 92.5k.
Cool.
My profit on my first game was 30.4k, but it had terrible reviews.
My second game got me to 115k.
You were profit of 115.
Yep.
My second game, 81.4k.
I've been in the 70s.
Did anyone get
Mark-
down creating a third game?
My third game.
Yeah.
Strange you should bring that up there, Gecko. Only netted me 71.8k. So
I got 93.8k for my third.
my third one was a little disappointing. My ratings on my third one did drop.
My fourth one's still in production. I'm still making my fourth one, but I've had a consistent, a consistent slow start. It seems.
Maybe Nemsen will go bankrupt before Gecko.
Well, each game's been slightly better than the last.
See, I was the opposite. I started with a good 7.5,
Yeah.
then got a good 7.5, and then dropped to 5.7.
Ooh. So you
I've been
could
going
be...
up.
Well,
all the way to 7.
Well, I guess we should finish this episode and get on with the next episode, where we get on with year 2, maybe year 3 as well. How we feeling? We don't have to introduce it next episode, so get a couple of years
I think
done.
we should do two years next time.
Yeah,
Two,
okay.
3 years.
So,
We'll do 2 years.
yep, join in next time, folks, and see how we get on with our next 2 years.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.